It's the 1980s, and you and your friends just checked out a movie called Cursed VHS from your local video store. You ride your bikes home, grab some popcorn and fizzy, and turn the movie on in your old dusty attic. You throw some popcorn into your mouth and, wait a second, everything in the room is floating. The television screen starts flickering and a terrifyingly menacing voice starts speaking to you as cartoons dance around the room. This thing is actually cursed. The screen absorbs your souls while the dancing cartoons laugh, all except one. It tells you that you can escape the same tragic fate that it met by forming a summoning circle and siphoning souls from the television before the VHS finishes its curse. As you grab each other's hands and form a circle around the television, the VHS tape suddenly begins floating into the air, circling your group. And then there's also vibes. You've got just a little time before art class starts. Can you help your group vibe by swapping students around? Any number of players can win in this game. Is Marn here? Marn S. No, Marn may be stuck in badge hell, unfortunately. But Marn is the other person with 4 games this weekend. Marn has House, which is a GM-less map-making tabletop game about exploring a seemingly endless, possibly haunted house. Players embody investigators of the house and take turns adding rooms to the house by drawing cards to determine the theme of the room, then drawing the room on the party's collective map. They brought Metafiction, a Powered by the Apocalypse game about being trapped in a death game, but also about being trapped inside of a story. It's about ignoring narrative conventions, wielding character archetypes like a gun, thinking too deeply about genre tropes, and most importantly, metagaming. In Metafiction, you will take a character who is either fiction, a character within the story who does not know their world is fictional, or meta, characters who can perceive a layer of artifice to the world that the others cannot. Each playbook has a unique and powerful story move that can be used once per session, cannot be taken by any other playbook. Each player will also make a celestial patron, a secondary character overseeing the fictional universe, who can provide mechanical and narrative boons to the other player characters. They have Time to Drop, which is a GM-less tabletop game where you and your friends take on the roles of a heist crew trapped in a time loop, trying to get their final job right and ride off into the sunset with the goods. You'll use dice and a tarot or oracle deck to determine and overcome complications, such as your mark and the guard of the goods that you're after, ally with NPCs, and spend downtime phases working through your feelings about the crew splitting up. Time to Drop is intended to be played while listening to the album Nonagon Infinity by King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard for the length of each in-game loop, but can also be played with a standard timer, if you're boring. And then, finally, again on the music-related things, you can check out anytime you like. You can play as a guest, staff member, or living anomaly at the Hotel California, the first and only hotel to exist outside of time and space. Create messing entanglements, ally with monsters, or backstab your friends. Inject the surreal and horrific into everyday life. Solve mysteries, have strange dreams, chase someone with a knife, burn it all to the ground. All right, is Memoir Games here? Perhaps not. That's all right. Memoir Games, it's an anthology of journaling games that use your memories to create drawings and writings inspired by transformative power of their own experiences journaling. Part drawing exercise, part writing prompt, you'll draw from your personal experiences and tell your story. In each memoir game, you will follow a series of instructions which will instruct you to write and draw to reflect on your life. Do not worry about making things perfect, professional, or even for other people. This is an exercise for yourself and for you to share. Is Lots of Strawberries here? No, Elliot Davis, More Blueberries, please come on.
You're funny.
I gotta get the easy jokes in, I'm sorry.
I was like, Elle, what are you doing? Oh. Hi, everyone. I'm Elliot Davis, aka More Blueberries. This weekend, I am demoing a game called The Time We Have. This is a tragic 2-player role-playing game about brothers in the zombie apocalypse, one of which has been bitten by a zombie, and the final days before that brother turns. So you play this game sitting on opposite sides of a closed door. It's a card-based storytelling game, and at the con we have a little tabletop door that you can come play a shortened version of the game sitting on either side of. I also will have some other games for sale, including A Land Once Magic, which is our newest game, written by Viditya Valetti. It's a conversational post-fantasy world-building game. It's a very beautiful little book that you can make weird fantasy worlds with. So yeah, come say hi, come play a short, sad game with a stranger or with a friend. Awesome.
Okie dokie. Necessary diversion games. Come on and slam.
I fit in here. Hello. I should just get a little closer. I'm Stephen Vesey with Necessary Diversion Games. I'm here with what will be my first game that I put out called Snack Squatch. This is a light bidding game where you are an adventurous kid running around with the other kids trying to catch kid versions of your favorite cryptids with candy and snacks and donuts. So this is a face-down bidding game. You are feeding monsters candy. So if the total bid on any given monster is too high, the monster will get feisty and playfully swat away the highest bidder. Set collection scoring, variable objectives for the end of the game. Each kid likes certain types of monsters, ones that fly, ones that swim around as well. It's a really light game for 3 to 6 players. It takes about 20 minutes. If you have a kid in your life who likes adorable cartoon monsters, if you like light bidding games with a twist, come and check it out. Everyone had multiple games. I do have a second game with me that I hope to put out later called Hiss, and that is also a kid skewing, but this is a war game where cat pilots will be flying airships on a faux steampunky World War I sort of battlefield. So a little bit of, tiniest bit of X-Wing, a little bit of Stratego, and a lot of cats doing cool things at airships. So come check it out. Trying to build a mailing list to crowdfund later this year. Yes, did you have a question? No. Oh. Oh, thank you very much.
Okie dokie. Is Pegasus Games here by chance? No, I don't see them. I imagine you will hear them if they bring the same setup they had at PAX Unplugged. They've got one of the little speaker boxes. But Pegasus Games is bringing a game called Love, Career, and Magic, a collaborative storytelling game set in a fictional reality TV show. Mythological creatures plus modern-day jobs equals reality TV fun. Race against the clock for high ratings each season. A blend of D&D and party games for easy, exciting gameplay. Perfect for newcomers to RPGs. As family-friendly as you want it to be. Laughter, zany scenarios, and unforgettable moments await. Enter a whimsically quirky world where orcs code, gnomes tell jokes, and dragons wield spatulas as culinary masters. Play these extraordinary characters in a delightfully offbeat reality TV show and race against the clock to achieve the season's highest ratings. Games played in just 12 minutes over 4 rounds. Love, Career, and Magic seamlessly blends the charm of Dungeons & Dragons with the zany, chaotic energy of party games. No character building or prep is required. Just dive in and let the enchanting adventure unfold. Perfect for newcomers, this cooperative game offers family-friendly fun with endless customizable quirkiness. Experience laughter, outlandish TV scenes, and unforgettable moments in this whirlwind of a game. Now, I believe I know who this is. Is Rule Zero Media here?
Good morning, everybody. We are Rule Zero Media. We have brought our game. We were here 2 years ago with a game called True Glory. If you were here 2 years ago in the showcase, you might have seen the big ocean board that we brought with us with all the miniatures on it. We have come back today with not that game. We have been working on a tabletop role-playing game called Chronicler. It is a modular tabletop role-playing experience that uses a single set of dice in its engine. You can have your traditional dungeon crawl experience, travel the world, whatever you want to do, or if you want to found a town and build an army and conquer, you can do that as well. And this is my partner Gallagher. So if you come see us, we'll show you how the game works. It is still in development, so we'll be able to tell you all about how much things haven't worked, and you can tell us what doesn't work if you decide to play the game with us. So,
Cool.
Thank you very much.
Okie dokie. Is Silver Clutch Games here? No, that's okay. Silver Clutch Games. They have 2 games. One of them is Beneath Nexus, which is an asymmetrical dungeon crawling card game. One player will take control of one of the 4 Blight Lords, the evil rulers of an ancient city called Nexus, who helped bring about its downfall thousands of years ago. The other players will take control of the 6 heroes who have come to the city to reclaim it. Some of them seek treasure, others glory, and some vengeance, but they all share the same goal of vanquishing the fiendish Blight Lords. They also have Heavy Armor, which is a squad combat game based on mecha anime. Players take the role of commanders tasked with directing a team of armors against their opponent. This game is played on a hex board with standees representing both heavy armors and light armors. Gameplay is turn-based, with each commander activating one of their armors at a time. The capabilities of these armors are represented by their unique character cards. The goal of the game is to eliminate your opponent's heavy armors, leaving the command ship defenseless. The first player to destroy their opponent's command ship wins. Is Wherever Games LLC here with Katam Conquest? No, that's okay. So Katam Conquest is a strategic tabletop game for 2 to 4 players, where players take the role of rival rulers, expanding their domains across a hex-based territory. Each turn, players explore new territories, recruit warriors, manage resources, and raise flags to claim control. This game blends tactical card play with area control, requiring players to balance conquest, warrior, and resource management. The experience is designed to be fast to learn, but deep in strategy, making it ideal for both casual and competitive players. With modular maps, shifting resources, and asymmetric opportunities for expansion, no 2 sessions will be the same. All right, is Evilly Enhanced Games here with Spell Arms, the trading card game? No, that's okay. These are one of the other ones that I saw floating around PAX Unplugged that seemed pretty cool. Spell Arms, the trading card game, a fantasy-themed trading card game with no mana, no energy, and no resources holding players back. In Spell Arms, contestants are participating in a magical battle royale. As their manager, it is your responsibility to ensure they survive until the end. Spell Arms was designed by TCG veterans, refined by TCG professionals, and seeks to combine both Western and Eastern game design. How about Fragor Games with Spellbound, a deck building game? Come on up. Did I say the name of the company right?
I have no idea what that name is.
Okay, that's on your website.
I don't have a website.
Somebody is claiming to be you.
Oh, dang.
We'll talk about that later, and I'll tell you who I found.
That's fun. Hello, everybody. My name is Jared, and as the creator, I'm happy to introduce everybody to Spellbound, which is a head-to-head dynamic market deck-building game that focuses on creative strategy, resource management, and explosive synergies. In this game, each turn is a puzzle with the goal of creating high-powered turns with efficient results. The realm takes place in Niwith. It is a land that is encapsulated by a weave that has raw magical power that is going throughout the land. Beings in this land harness the power with magical threads in a process I like to call binding. These beings are known as spell binders, and players will take up this mantle while they play. Using thread, players will add powerful spells and summons to their deck, accumulate power to either be the last one standing or the first to gain enough mastery points to claim dominance over the realm. For those unfamiliar with the genre of the deck building game, you start with a deck of not so great cards and use them to get resources to get better cards, rinse and repeat this process until, of course, explosive synergies, death and destruction, what have you, inside a world of spellcasting. For veterans of the genre, this may sound familiar to games like Star Realms, Dominion, or Ascension, but don't worry, we've added a little extra kick to this game, and so that Spellbound has new mechanics that create in-depth turns and numerous routes to victory. Players will navigate these turns looking to get the most value and out of each card, each summon, and each resource spent. With a vast amount of playstyles and deep card pool, this game is a strategy for everybody. Spellbound is not currently publicly available, but we are here today to garner our mailing list and get some following so that we can launch our Kickstarter in the next 30 days. I hope that you all have a great time at the Indie Showcase this weekend. I know a lot of you are creators, so I look forward to seeing a lot of your games. And if you are not a creator, then please stop by this weekend. And I definitely look forward to anyone who's interested in testing their deck building or spellcasting abilities in Spellbound.
I will come find you later so I can show you.
I know how to put the rights to some of the other stuff, but I don't know the website.
Frustrating, I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah.
Spilled Coffee Creatives, are you in the house? Hey!
Hi, I'm Nell.
Oh, hi, I'm Allie.
We are two halves of the Spilled Coffee Creatives team. We do little indie TTRPGs. We have a couple of copies of all of our games in a big old suitcase, so we're going to speed pitch them all. We've got Beneath Hallowed Halls, which is a Powered by the Apocalypse Dark Academia game where you and your friends drink wine, talk about philosophy, and deal with the fact that one of you has committed a murder.
We have So Many Horrid Ghosts, which is basically you are playing a dead Shakespeare character who is haunting William Shakespeare to try to get revenge for killing you off in your play.
We have Companions, which is a camp life simulator for all of those side characters who you leave behind in your camp as the hero in Baldur's Gate 3.
We have The Harvest Helpers, where you're a little pumpkin spirit who's trying to help at a festival, and you basically build a jack-o'-lantern face by picking powers throughout the game.
And we are running some playtests of a game we are kickstarting in February called The Bottle Episode, where you design a beloved TV show and then play out everyone's very favorite low-budget episode.
So come say hi.
Right on. Okay, Unicycle games. Do we have Unicycle games? Hey, there you are.
Better come out to hear our unicycle.
No, but that's a great idea.
Good morning. I'm Alan. This is Kitty. I'm just going to yell. We are 2/3 of Unicycle Games, and we are the designers of the Powered by the Apocalypse tabletop role-playing game, The Long Road Ahead. I had a pitch for this, but I also worked really hard on the blurb for the back, so I'm just going to read you that if that's all right. The Long Road Ahead is a game about great journeys and great sacrifices. You'll take on the role of wanderers embarking on an epic quest. The road along which you travel cuts through a world of miraculous wonders, ancient mystery, unrelenting terrors, and quiet beauty. A world which is relying on the wanderers to save it from an all-powerful adversary. The road will test you, push you, and sometimes hurt you, but no matter what, the road will change you. For good, for ill, forever. So, Quest Fantasy, we've seen it. We've probably played more of it than we care to admit. The difference with this game is the focus on the journey itself. We don't focus on combat. We don't focus on what you buy at the shop. This is what journey is your character on, and what sacrifices are you willing to make to get there.
And so we will have copies of the book available. We will also have pretty much all of the play materials available for you to look at. And also, intermittently throughout the weekend, I'll be running my 4-hour demo module for The Long Road Ahead called Strangling Fruit, which is inspired by Annihilation and The Witcher. So, if you want to come journey through a cursed forest for a module that runs exactly 4 hours, I made sure, stop by our table and we'll have some sign-up sheets available.
And if I've got a couple minutes left, one thing that we're particularly proud of in this game are the playbooks, the character classes, for lack of a better word. They are not focused on what is your character good at. It is what journey are you on. If you are playing the one who would rule, you have a prince or princess in front of your name, but you cannot take the throne until you finish this quest. If you are playing
The one who schemes in secret.
You are terrible, but they need you.
Yes. Yeah. You are the character who has a secret motivation in the party that may put you at odds with your companions.
But we went out of our way to design the one who schemes in secret to actually be, they're a support character.
Yes.
Mechanically, they help the rest of the party, even if narratively they are kind of turning against them. So all of the playbooks are designed not just to have a role in the party, but to build up the story. The playbooks you choose make the world. The adversary you choose makes the world. All the choices you make in session 0, that's how you make the game.
Was you around?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Is Vector Tridents in the room for Exit Vector? No, that's okay. So, the game Exit Vector is an urban aerial combat game designed to be fun, fast, and fairly realistic. You play cybernetically enhanced pilots that conduct rescue missions for pay as a dark future outlaw Uber pilot. So, like, now, then, that's fine. Standalone board game play that also integrates into tabletop RPGs. Now, Megacosm Games is who I found for Void Breakers. The Void Breakers crew here. No, that's okay. So in Void Breakers, they say it is the ultimate card game experience. Blending the mechanics of both card games and board games, Void Breakers lets players' strategy and skill shine through its innovative zone-based grid and action-based gameplay. Say that 5 times fast. Players create their own team of fighters to bring to the arena. Then it's up to them to defeat their opponent in a very tactical yet bombastic slugfest. Sigil Greenhouse with Rich's Revel. Any of these are hot, apparently.
Hey, MAGFest, how you doing? Hell yeah. I brought 2 things. One is breakfast because I ran here from the airport, and the other is a card game because that's the other thing that my terrible mind has produced. And you've heard a lot of trading card games that some are upcoming, some have been spoiled already. Long story short, this is not a trading card game, but it is a love letter to everything that card games are. It's designed to be simple, it's designed to be interesting, and it's designed to be shown to somebody that might love trading card games, but looks at the price of a booster and goes cross-eyed. Thematically, it's about 2 girlfriend nemesis who throw spells at each other until somebody taps out. And not necessarily the loser. Somebody may tap out, but if they have the best spell, they can still win the game. Mechanically, if you squint a lot, it's all sort of like Toho meets Marvel Snap, kinda. And instead of being in a million boosters that you have to chase rares for, it's in a single box. You get the box, you get everything. You can do some deck building with it. There's super constructed decks in it. The art is phenomenal. It's the only thing I didn't do, but the artists have been incredible, and everything else is from my terrible disease mind. It's out. You can buy it here. And you can try it at Mets throughout the entire weekend if you want to. And if you like collecting, there's also collecting, because I have cool collector's upgrade packs, which are not random. You know what you get. And that's all.
Right
Thank
on.
you so much. Thank you. I'm going to eat breakfast.
And for our final entry, Darkport Games LLC with Pirate Dragon's Treasure. Anyone? No, that's okay. Pirates Dragon's Treasure, a shipbuilding card game for dragon slayers in the age of piracy. Pirates Dragon's Treasure, or PDT for short, is a competitive tabletop card game for 2 to 6 players where you play as a pirate captain. Laugh, cheat, steal, and sing your way to victory as you race your opponents to face and defeat the dragon. So, I think that's all we got. That's, if I remember correctly, 29 different people that we have here in MITS this year. If you are a returning fan of MITS, you may notice that it is slightly smaller than it has been in the past. We hope that by removing some of the tables and reorganizing the room, traffic flow will be less murder on everyone. This also is the first year where we are allowing people to set up their booths and leave them at all times. So you may see stuff there that does not have a person running it. Hopefully not terribly often, but if you do find that to be the case, please come check in either with one of us over at the MITS front desk. We can tell you how to get a hold of any of these lovely people who have come up. Otherwise, we have a couple of minutes. Is there anything that anybody wants to ask? And I will pretend to know the answer. Probably no. That's fine. Okay. I do know that after this is probably the big rush of everyone going to set up their tables. We should have all 29 of our tables by the end of this panel. One of them was lovingly relocated by someone else in Tabletop, so we're going to go find it. But we should be good to go. If you're here and you want to go set up, you should be good to set up. I've tried to give most or all of you your badges or your ribbons. Otherwise, I hope you all have a lot of fun in MITS. Please buy games from all of these people. Some of these people traveled a very long way to get here. Otherwise, just please share your feedback and have fun.